Argentina. The last big focus tree in this DLC we haven't played yet. And I know a lot of you want me to play Mr. Mustache-Man, and here's the deal. 40k subs, I play him on historical. Yeah, you can do that. And do a world conquest. Okay? If you want to see that 40k sub goal, here you go. It is confirmed. But today, to change out things a bit, we're gonna play communist. So without further ado, Ironman, historical, and go. So let's do the setup 80%. Research, engineering, and production. Over here, everything into weapons. Navy-wise, let's get some convoys. Construction-wise, let's build a few mills. And yes, those are specific states. And focus-wise, let's do a call to reform. Removing political corruption. Talking about modifiers, we also have a bad modifier over here that we can't fix for a long time. And this modifier over here is also not the best. Yeah. So basically, we start off as a Kaiserreich nation. First, we just gotta fix ourselves before we can do anything. But anyways, first focus is done. Focus tree is a lot smaller. Thanks God. So let's invite Gioldi back to Argentina. Communist support, and we can have him as an advisor. In the background, let's get a silent workhorse. More political power, always good. And while we go down our basic focus tree, which prepares for the Civil War down here, because of course you can't become communist without a Civil War. Let's push it a bit faster by doing raids. Long term, this gives us stability, even though it loses us some stability, I know, and more ideology support. So basically, win-win. Grow my red number. Grow. And to speed it up even more, let's unite the workers of Argentina for a temporary stability drop, but even more communism support. Let's go. Focus is done. Let's really quick reach out to the Soviet Union for some extra divisions in the Civil War. These are actually pretty helpful. 35-day focus, not a lot of time lost. Let's get them. In the background, we have also reached around 51% communist support, and I think we can push it even further if we ban democratic parties, losing us around 12 stability, which is a lot, but also giving us a lot of communist support. And yeah, we are basically only 3% away from finishing that. Pretty cool. 102 political power. Let's ban this to 64 communist support, which is of course enough for the revolution. Let's go. Yes, I'm kind of sacrificing stability right now to speed up the focus tree, but trust me, later on, we will get a lot of stability modifiers. And we also have some modifiers right now dragging our stability down temporarily. So it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't. So Civil War started. In the background, let's organize our army. And yes, we get a female general. So of course, I'm going to turn her into my field marshal. You know, equality and stuff. And for our next focus, let's repair our economy a bit. Because, you know, a Civil War is the best time to overthink your economic principles. Let's do it. And of course, they have no one in the capital city. I love the AI. It's great. Yeah, I'm just walking around them, which is a legit strat in the Civil War. Yeah, we got the capital city back, meaning we have most of the industry now. Yeah, it is wild. I kind of looked up for a second and I thought, why am I North Korea? But no, it's a more unique flag. In the first second, it does look very much like the North Korean flag. I gotta say that though. And the Civil War is won. Yeah, I didn't even got to finish that focus over here. So it's not the longest Civil War, I gotta say that. But you know what? Those are my favorite kind of Civil Wars, so I really don't mind. Okay, gotta say, she's an amazing advisor, and I was about to get her, but then I saw we will lose her as soon as we make her leader of the nation. And yeah, I'm about to turn into the leader of our country, so yeah. I mean, I could also align with the Soviets, but personally, I find those things kind of boring, where you just, you know, become the Soviet Union 2.0. I already have our own communism, so let's do that. But instead of her, I'm gonna get myself the tenacious negotiator for more political power and more trade deal opinion factor. Yeah, that's not too good. But the political power is actually very important because we will need a lot, like ironically, a lot of political power. And boosting that modifier up to be higher is not a mistake. Just believe me, we'll need so much political power. It is crazy. Focus is done. We got a new leader. Pretty cool. So let's do women in the industry. An amazing, literally an amazing production bonus. And best of all, 35-day focus. And with that focus done, let's support the farmers for even more industry bonuses. This is wild. Let's get it. And once again, 35-day focus. The amount of straight up bonuses you just get on this side is literally crazy. But you know what I haven't gotten yet? War economy. So let's get that. Focus complete. And because we don't need to do this focus, and I really don't want to do this focus, this basically allows us to send volunteers, which I really don't want to do. I want to have my own fun. So let's do the Buenos Aires conference. Basically, we talk about the future of our nation and what our place in the communist world should be. Let's do it. And because it's very cheap, let's also get the central bank for even more industry bonuses and faster industry research. Very good. Anyways, focus is finished and we gotta choose a leader now. We can either choose the anarchist leader who unlocks us these 3 focuses but locks these over here. Basically, we can get a good industry boost, a good industry modifier, and a very good combat modifier, plus a war goal against Britain. So yeah, this is pretty good, but this is way better. Because if we keep our current leader, which I will do, we can go this path, which basically gives us a war goal against the entirety of South America, because it says every not communist nation, and we are the only communist nation over here. So yeah, we can integrate the entirety of South America, get a cool bonus on top of that, and also get an amazing combat bonus. It's a little bit weaker, like 5% less attack, but we get to core the entirety of South America, which I personally think is so much stronger than 5% attack. So you know what? Liberate the continent. Let's get it. And because we can afford him, let's get the socialist economist. Even more industrial bonuses. Yeah, I think we will just 3D print guns in like no time in the future because we have so many industry bonuses. It is unironically wild. But you know what? I'm gonna diversify our production a little bit. We do need more than just guns to actually win over here. It's gonna be a bit hard otherwise. So the effect Unite the Workers is gone, giving us 10 stability back, and you already see our stability is really not looking bad. Yeah, the focus tree just fixes it. It is pretty good. Anyways, with that focus done, let's do this focus, which I shall not attempt to say, for an amazing attack bonus and actually a new nation name. Let's go. And in the background, I'm gonna attack Uruguay, which, if I remember right, will probably trigger a fun response from Brazil. Okay, apparently I've been very lucky. Because of my test run, Brazil got an event that asks them to join the war, and yeah, this time they didn't get that. At least they didn't got notified they got it. So I might imagine it's something in the Uruguayan focus tree that they haven't done yet, which I really don't mind. Anyways, the focus is done. We're now the South American Socialist Republics, all of them. But let's now top it off with integrate the Americas. Even more recruitable population factor, stability, war support, and more communist support. We really don't need more communist support, but I'll guess I'll take it. But the best part, unlocks South American unity decisions, which allows us to integrate conquered territories in our nation. And yes, the land has to be taken a peace treaty, so we can't just take control land, but still very good. I take it. In the background, let's finally take out Uruguay. Very good. And I would say our next target is Chile. Should be doable. Should. So without further ado, let's go in. Integrate Americas is done, allowing us to do this. And I think it's actually pretty good because it costs a lot of political power, and on top of that, you gain even less political power while it's ongoing. So you're actually pretty debuffed while this is going on. And unironically, I like that. Coring should be hard, but doable. But hard. And with that done, let's get workers' rights for even more industry bonuses. Yeah, we just get a huge amount of production bonuses. It is wild. And with workers' rights done, let's reform our industry, giving us 3 civilian industry and 3 building slots. For Argentina, that's pretty good. And the war is won. Let's take everything and the navy. And ironically, this war was harder than I thought it would be. That was not that easy. But with that out of the way, let's go to Brazil. And in the background, I'm going to integrate Chile. Very good. So Brazil, goodbye. And with the industry reform, let's empower the FJC. More manpower, more war support, more communist support. And we really don't need more communist support. We have reached 100% communist support a long time ago. We don't need more communist support. The game just doesn't stop and keeps giving me communist support in every modifier. Fast focus is done, and now we have a choice. Either we allow religion because we're nice, giving us political power, stability, and research bonuses. And as I said, I like political power, but knowing that we have 2 research slots and overall only 4 research slots at max, I prefer the research bonus. Because we lose stability, which we can get up anyways, but gain war support and research speed. And I feel like research speed is actually very important for us, so let's do that. And with that out of the way, let's get our third, not fourth, research slot. Let's go. I've been working with 2 research slots for a while now, and it is painful, but it did allow me to conquer this very fast. It is 1938 still, and we have expanded. Actually, a lot. And we got our first encirclement. Pretty good. And yes, it took me until now to research 1936 guns. My tech is so bad. So, finally, we got the research slot. And you know what? I immediately want to get the next one. So let's get down here. Oh my god, you can't imagine how good this feels. So finally I have 3 research slots. It sounds so depressing, but it is so good. I conquered Chile so early. I get the Great Chilean Earthquake. So if those focus is done, and the last one actually giving us a very nice construction bonus, let's get technical schools for an amazing research slot. And would you look at that? Nice little encirclement. So far, I was a bit in a stalemate, but now that I encircled around 7 divisions over here and built this port over here for supply, this war should be easy. So we got the research slot, and now with the research slot in our hand, let's research Air Force, because yeah, we will need that. It's gonna be very important to have that. And next on my list, let's improve our economy even more, giving us a little bit of civilian industry and industry research bonuses. Very good. And once again, very good focuses. 3 civilian industry down here, later on 2 mills, and even more industry bonuses. I don't know, but all of this together is just crazy. But I'm not gonna complain. Let's do rapid urbanization. Oh yeah, and guess what started in the background? Good luck, Poland. Yeah, my luck didn't help. You know what? While we're a little stuck over here, let's try a naval invasion. And jokes aside, this worked out really well. I'm now in the industrial centers and I control the supply hubs while they lost theirs. Pretty damn good. In the background, we have also finished that focus over here. And you know what? Let's finally revisit this horrible treaty. Yeah, this war should be very easy now because we control all the supply and they have lost a lot of troops along the way. So you know what? Let's just push. And we've actually gotten the invader trade. That's pretty good. That's going to be so helpful in the future. New troops are also ready, so let's go to the front line. And yes, you're seeing right. We are at volunteer only and have 1.3 million manpower as Argentina. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going to stay a volunteer only force after Brazil. Because don't forget, we can call Brazil. And now let's use the age-old strategy of just walking along the coast while Brazil can't do anything against that. Oh, it's so good. In the background, let's get a chief of air force for very obvious reasons. And also maybe finally reform our military. I don't know. I never did it. 35-day focus. Why not? Yeah, when the Brazilian capital is in the Amazon, you know it's not looking good for them. And Brazil has capitulated. Let's go. Now let's take out Paraguay and Bolivia. And yeah, we just gained a lot of coring decisions. It is a lot. Oh my god. Let's start. So Paraguay is gone. Let's integrate the land as soon as I can because I really don't want to deal with the river navy modifier. This modifier is horrible. And because I just noticed it, the domestic designs focus gives us even more factory output. How many industry modifiers do we have stacked now? We have this one over here, then 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 this one over here, now this one too, and now we also get this. And I haven't even talked about our advisors or industrial concern. That's just wild. Anyways, let's get all the spirits, and you know what? Goodbye, Bolivia. Yeah, that was a short war. But because it will help a lot, let's build an actual air force. Fighting in the mountains in Peru, this is worth gold, unironically. And for those who are interested, this is my CAS, and this is my fighter. You're welcome. You're not allowed to ask in the comments, okay? No comments. I want to see no comments under this video. By the way, I just noticed I never researched support equipment. I completely forgot about that. I think that explains why I had so much trouble in Brazil. Oh, I love that I'm so intelligent. Anyways, I would say let's go into Peru. And the Air Force is actually doing a decent job. I think, you know, they're pretty far away from the action, so they have a hard time fighting, but they're doing something. By the way, Peru had no one in the capital city, so my naval invasion just took that. Yeah, the war is over. Yeah, that was kind of fast. So this could backfire a lot, but let's go into Ecuador. Because, yeah, they couldn't join the allies. That is not good. And I was very lucky. They didn't join. So let's take everything and goodbye. But I have to say, I like that coring is very expensive. Because even though I've, like, conquered a lot of land, I didn't really had any political power to core all of this. And honestly, I like that it takes a little bit for you to be able to core this. Anyways, let's go into Colombia. And yeah, we really make some cast damage here. That is good. You know what, Sweden? Cheaper planes. I'll take that. Colombia is gone. So next stop, Venezuela. And yep, my Air Force is doing a pretty good job now. I'm very happy I have it. The encirclements are so wild. The army just evaporates because I'm just this fast. Yeah, the war is over. This was like 10 days. This was wild for Venezuela. Anyways, goodbye. Yeah, I think I outplayed my luck. I checked Panama. They joined the allies. Yeah, I'm at war with the allies now. But you know what? At some point I wanted to attack the allies anyways because I have to liberate the Americas. And these things exist. Yeah, that's Panama under my control. And look at that. Nice encirclement. Actually, that's so much allied troops. I don't know why they had so much stuff there. They really tried to hold this in the end and it just didn't work out. Goodbye. And I know you all waited for it. Let's take back the islands. There are actually British troops here. I'm unironically surprised. And here we go. You are SAL. Be communist and own all of South America. We did it. But that's not very fun, and so let's continue to push north. And my outpost is shredding the allies in Mexico. It is so good. But I have to say, so far, with this focus tree and thinking about that I don't have to do a wall conquest, yeah, I actually have a lot of fun. This is pretty cool. I don't know if they change it for Brazil, because I know Paradox said they want to make it more expensive. But this being more expensive and a bit more punishing for coring feels right. Because I still have nearly 2 million manpower and I'm on volunteer only still. And I feel like that's how it should be. You should kind of creep yourself up, core more and more land, you know, liberate more and more workers, as the experts would like to say. And yeah, I feel like that feels right. That is good. I like that. Before you ask, yes, El Salvador did join the Greater East Asian Co-Prosperity Theory again, and I don't like it. They just randomly do it every time I attack the neighbor. It is annoying. Iran wants to join my faction. No, Iran. I think I'm fine. Goodbye, Mexico. And because I forgot last time, let me show you some losses. I'm looking around 900k, which is a lot, but I had to fight through the entire mountains of Mexico. The US, on the other hand, lost 1.2, which is a lot, thinking about I just entered the main United States. The Mexicans also lost a fair share of troops, but what really does surprise me is that the US nearly lost 900k to Japan. What was going on over here? Oh my god. Anyways, let's push. And yeah, Air Force still doing a great job. Also, my anti-air is actually helping there too. Further increase army professionalism, giving us more defense and more attack. Pretty good. Let's take it. And yeah, the USA war is a little bit of a stalemate. They have like endless resources. It is the USA, right? So yeah, this is gonna take a bit longer. I have total air supremacy. Unironically, they have like maximum 30k pilots and I have 114. So it's not even competition. But getting the supply lines is actually hard. That's a nice encirclement. And yeah, there's a lot of British troops in the US now to kind of supplement the front lines because I think I eliminated enough US troops that the UK really needs help. I don't know. Anyways, let's get some chats. Why game? Why does China always show an faction I'm at war with? Like last campaign it was the Axis and now it's the Allies. This is so... And look at that. Another nice encirclement. Yeah, but overall in the US, we are kind of really pushing now. This is really falling apart now. And no, I still haven't caught all of South America. It's still ongoing. And look at that. Achievement time. Proactive defense. As any communist South or Central American country, occupy Washington, D.C. And the United States has capitulated. Yeah, that's most of my resource prawns gone. The USA has so many raw resources. It's actually crazy. And Canada also gone. And I would say with the last allied troops on mainland America encircled, let's show some losses. I basically lost 3.5 million, which sounds like a lot because it is, but the US has lost 10 million and 6.7 million of that was me. On top of that, the UK lost another 1.2 million to me. So I would say, you know, KD wise, even though I have an infantry based army, I did pretty well. This still was very painful, and normally I wouldn't mind to just take out the UK right now and end the war, but I'm not gonna go to China. This is world conquest territory, and I'm not gonna do a world conquest today, okay? So I'm gonna be rude, end it here. We got 2 achievements. I did have a lot of fun. These were my templates. To my patrons, I love you. Until next time, bye.